Hello, everyone. It's Mihriban Abdullah from Slovakian International Film Festival. I would like to welcome all of you to the 12th LKFF Global Kurdish Film Festival. I hope you all enjoy this online festival, which is running from the 16th to the 27th of April this year. Right now, I am having a Q&A session with one of the greatest Kurdish filmmaker from the eastern part of the big Kurdistan in Syria, Mano Khalil, who directed the Beekeeper, which is a documentary about the Ibrahim Gezer's life and Ibrahim Gezer's family life, where they are a Kurdish family, lived in the, northern part of the big Kurdistan in Turkey. And from there, their story will be covered in a documentary by Mano Khalil. Right now, I have him, Mr. Mano Khalil. How are you? I hope you are safe and sound. Kindly, you can introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm really happy to be here with you. It's my big honor to present myself, to present my movies. It's my job to present them to the Kurdish audience now, not only the Kurdish, I mean the world, but now for Kurdish audiences and all these people who watch Kurdish movies or want to see movies. As you said, my name is Mano Khalil. I'm originally from Kurdistan, the west side part of Kurdistan, west side of Kurdistan, and I'm living in Switzerland now. I made my film school 30 years ago in former Czechoslovakia. And now I'm living in Switzerland, where I'm working as a producer and film director. We have our
also cinematographer, writer.
Yes, exactly. I'm writing scripts and yeah, producer. And I own my production company, Frame Film, in capital city of Switzerland, in Bern, where we are working. And yeah.
Great. About your documentary, The Beekeeper, first of all, I want to ask you, what was the main thing that pushed you to choose to create a documentary on Ibrahim's life, Mr. Ibrahim's life? What was the main thing to push you to do that?
You know, I'm living in Switzerland, I'm working in Switzerland, and it's very important to show Swiss people to this living together, this the respect which we enjoyed in this country, the freedom we enjoyed in this country, to show it and to show the people too that we are not only numbers when we are living here. We are human beings with you know with soul, blood, and we feel the same. We have the same kind of pains if we have them. And especially for me, it was important to show a Kurdish issue through Ibrahim Gezer. You know, if you live in Europe and you see, for example, last years, there's thousands, hundreds of thousands of Kurds are living, maybe millions are living in Europe. Not everybody is working with bees. If you say a Kurd have a restaurant, maybe selling some sandwich, takeaway, kebab, something like this. But if you hear that a Kurds in the mountain of Alps working as a beekeeper or beekeeping, then you say, wow, it's a nice story. And it was by the chance I was talking to a friend of mine some years ago, and he told me about Ibrahim, that there is a man, elderly man, who is beekeeping in Switzerland. And I said, wow, beekeeping, I love honey, by the way. And I said, okay, let's to have a contact to him. And I contacted Ibrahim Gezer, that I find his number. I contacted him. And I went to him to the mountains. We met first time in the mountain. And when he saw me, he said, yes, I saw a movie of you called David, the Tall Hill Dan. It's a movie I made it some years ago about a Swiss guy who joined the Kurdish fighters in the mountains. And it was a story about this guy. And he saw the movie and he knew me that, Mano, you are a filmmaker. And I just talked to him and I saw him very nice.
The project, yeah.
In the mountains, he was with the bees, you know, half naked. He was just working with the bees, and very nice. And they told him, wow, it could be a nice story to make a movie about you. I said, oh, we can make 100 movies, no problem. And who was thinking, if I make a movie, it will be like a film reportage or something like this, you know, a small TV reportage or something like this. And of course, I talked to him more, and I met him many times and more and more. And he was talking about himself all the time. And I start feeling, I start know how this man is important for the world. I mean, really, small man, important for the world, for our.
It's really inspiring. He's really humble.
Exactly.
He's accepting the difficulties really in open heart. And I mean, I myself learned so much from Mr. Ibrahim while watching the film.
Exactly. And then, of course, it was the process.
Yes, I'm sorry. While talking with Mr. Ibrahim and being in Switzerland and with the bees, after that, when you started shooting, what was the difficulties you didn't expect, but they came to you while shooting the film?
One thing, it was, Ibrahim is not an actor. He's a normal person, and it's to make a documentary film, to go inside the protagonist, to have his feelings, to have this intimate in the movie. First, it's my job all the time to make a friendship with him, to build a friendship on basic of respect and love. You know, this you have to have it. Otherwise, you will not win your protagonist. He will not open himself. And when somebody don't open himself and he's not an actor, then you will not make a good movie, a good documentary movie. No. And this was first thing to build a truly respectful friendship with Ibrahim. I worked with him first some days. Of course, it was a long time until I made a script, until we get money from TVs, until we made this co-production contract with Arte channel, with Swiss Television, with Ministry of Culture. We get this money and we start to shoot. I saw first days, Ibrahim was telling me all the time, he was looking at the camera all the time and telling me, why you don't ask where is the workers, what is doing the queen, which one is queen, which was the you know, the drones, and what their jobs. And of course, from the beginning, Ibrahim was my bee. Ibrahim was I was interesting about him, not about the bees. You know, I'm not coming to make a film about the animals. You know, but it was. And then I saw he was starting all the time when he was speaking about himself. He was starting to cry. And for me, it was difficult. I said, wow, it will be really difficult when somebody who's crying all the time in front of the camera. And when he saw and he had the feeling that really he is my bee and I want him to be the movie, it's about him as a person, about a human being. We had a little bit difficulties, and he said, no, I will make a break. And we had really about 6-7 months break. And then this time I was,
wow.
Yeah. And this time I was really meeting him many times, and we were picnicking outside, you know, making some food together and with the bees. And then he start understanding, start believing that Mano is not only coming to make a movie and going away. Mano is a friend of mine. Mano he's crying with me, he's laughing with me, he's living with me this time. And we broke these barriers between a filmmaker as me and the protagonist Ibrahim Gezer. And we built this open, you know, he was talking to me like he's Mano, he's my friend in front of the camera then, you know. Of course, I accompanied him 3 years. And during these 3 years working with him, he didn't know that we are making movie, or it's just like this, because we were months sometime together. We were sleeping many times.
You made him feel like normal and
exactly
not on being on set or shooting. You all became his friend.
Exactly. You know, and then I saw how he's respecting the nature, how he's dealing with these plants, for example. He know everything, and just I said, wow, so many people are coming, you know, enjoying this life, giving something good, and they are going away. Nobody talk about them too, but they are so important for us. They are so nice for us. They are the soul of our earth. You know, you cannot not love them. You have to love them.
I already love him.
In this world, there is so many bad people. So many bad people. I say it's not only bad, really stupid bad people. It's unbelievable, you know. It's much we can see from this country, dictators until the terrorists, until I don't know, bad. They have no right to live even, and besides there's thousands and there's millions of nice people who nobody know them. They are just living behind.
Forgotten, yeah.
And nobody know them. Just living with us, you know, near to us, but we don't show them. We don't see them, you know. And that was important that now I have to show Ibrahim. And
your documentary was attempt to say that these good people should be learned from, should be awarded, should be, how to say, show it to people as a master of life, as a master of nature. Kag Ibrahim himself, how to say, he's like a school. He's really calm, he's really humble, he's really friendly. I wish that one day I can meet him in person too. My third question, which is related to the previous two, direction, how you chose the direction of this film, the way of directing this film. Where did you get inspired?
Yeah, one thing it is, as I told you before, it's this building a friendship with the protagonist is very important. You know, different between fiction movie and the documentary movie, which I'm working in both subjects. I'm working making fiction and documentary. In the fiction movie, the actor is coming. He's just wearing other clothes. You know, we're making some mask. We change him. We are lying somehow. We are trying to, we put some words in his lips. He's telling the words and going at home, again, changing his mind. We're creating somebody. We're creating a new person. In the documentary, there is a person is already created. He is there and he is talking about himself. And to win his belief on you, this is a process. You have to build this process. You have to build it with your protagonist. And for me, as a person, really, I don't have any difference between, I don't make any difference between documentary or fiction movie. Even in the documentary today, we talked about 100 years ago when Dziga Virtov first time, just he took his camera, put it on the street, and I said, I will show a documentary movie, how the people are coming to the factory, how they are working the factory, how they are going from the factory. That was Dziga Vertov, the eye camera, you know. Today, we have to arrange everything. We have to bring the camera to put it here. We have to put somebody in front of the camera. We have to ask him. We have to make some light. We have to have a microphone. And this arrangement, it's a kind of inscenation already. We are inscenating the documentary, the scenes and documentary film. It means, of course, we don't lie in documentary film. We try to see the truth, to see the reality, how it is, but we show it how our camera see it, because we say, wait, please, when you are washing the dishes, please slowly, because I have to have a focus on your hands, you know. And if it's not nice, we say, okay, can you repeat it again, please? And this is our somehow inscenation on the documentary film. But one thing it is for me very important is that I want to bring my idea, my film idea, to bring my thought to the audiences. If it's documentary or fiction, it's the same for me. It's no problem, absolutely. The important is that my audience, my person who is watching the movie, understand what I want to say. And that's all. This was, for example, with Ibrahim, we were working, and many times, you know, he was so nice. Just lying in 5 minutes, he was sleeping, snoring. I was telling him, Ibrahim, you are snoring so much. Please shoot it. You have to shoot it. You have to show the reality about me. And he was telling me, Mano, if I will die once, here in the mountain, it happened something, you have to shoot how I am dying. I said, hey, it's too much. No, no, no. Then your documentary will not be truly if you don't do it. You have to do it. And really many times he had a microphone, by the way, day long. He had a microphone. He was, a small microphone. And many times he was just going to the train and going away, and the microphone was with him, I just take at home. And he didn't know many times that we are just working. The camera was shooting and the camera was familiar to him. He never showed the optic more, he never showed it to the camera. He was just working, he was doing, and he said he was believing, okay, Mano is good. Many times I was showing him what I was shooting. Come, Ibrahim, to see the movie.
You didn't want to change so much of the environment or the atmosphere of the real life of Ibrahim and then create the documentary. You just showed the reality as much as you could and as much as it was possible.
Exactly. That was how we went to Kurdistan, Turkey. To Kurdistan, to go to Kurdistan to shoot a movie about a man like Ibrahim. Was very very dangerous, very difficult. With my second cameraman, we made ourselves like a tourists. We just went to Istanbul, get a car from Istanbul, and drove to Elbistan, where Ibrahim is living, to his village. And only some person that they knew that what we are doing. All other people.
Mr. Ibrahim himself was under the watch.
Exactly.
When he was in the Turkey, and he used the bees to pass through the country's border.
Exactly.
And you did a trick like close to that.
Exactly. That was how we shoot the movie then with these people in Kurdistan, Turkey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was, one thing
sorry.
Very important. I want to say it. Even talking about this Kurdish subject, the movie in Turkey itself, in the Turkish part of Turkey, not in Kurdish part. In Turkish part was shown in Adana Film Festival, in Istanbul Film Festival, was shown in Bozcaada Film Festival, won the second prize in Bozcaada Film Festival. Even the Turkish film people from the Turkish film industry, I mean, they loved the movie too, because a humanistic movie, because you don't see something wrong. You say it is something unjusted, and they believe it, they understand it. It is like this, because it's true. It's absolutely true movie.
Here we say the language of flower, when you want to show people the injustice in a friendly way. And exactly. I think you chose the language of flower for your film to tell the Turkish people that the Kurds in Turkey face these difficulties.
Exactly. This is important in the art and generally. It's like this, I can call names now and say mother and father and blah 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 for that one. It's not the art. We are talking with people. We have to show our movie to all people. By the way, in the last movie which I make it, The Neighbors, it's the same. We are talking to people. We are talking about an issue. We don't say he is bad. We will going to put him in the prison and to hang him because he's bad.
No, sometimes the bats are
here,
sacrificed too. Yeah,
exactly. And we are showing people. We are showing subject. We are showing story. We are talking about the movie, and you say, come and look it. Maybe you like it, or maybe not. And I believe in this movie now. These movies everywhere can be watched. And that's why we show the movie really from Australia.
Reality,
exactly.
Reality. That's why everyone can watch it and find some piece of themselves through these stories.
Exactly. That's why the movie get more than 13 prizes. Munich Film Prize.
Deserve it, really deserve it.
Locarno Film Festival. We went to America, Australia, India, Japan, Korea. Everywhere was the movie was shown, in this world, and that's why. Because of this humanitarian subject in the movie. Yes.
The theme, humanitarian theme that everybody will agree on. My next question would be about this Global Kurdish Film Festival, which is its first edition and it's online. What do you think about this unity between the film festivals?
One thing it could be very nice, really, if we see a collaboration between film festival and Kurdistan. We, our culture is, we are occupied. We are occupied as a human being. Our culture is occupied. Our thought is occupied. Our existence is occupied. And if we don't help on each other, nobody will help us. Nobody will help us, really. All the time they say, help yourself first, and then we help you, And sometimes I don't want to criticize anything, but it happened, for example, some years ago that we had 2 festivals in 2 weeks in Kurdistan. Very shortly, in the same, in Suleimania and Duhok, for example, it was very near to each other in 1 week or something like this between them. To have a collaboration, to have a schedule between each other, to work with each other. We are not festivals. We are a small festival. We don't have a film industry still in Kurdistan. We are making movie with the help of Swiss government or Holland government or Belgian government or English government.
About the Kurdish film industry,
And
exactly. Yeah, I want you to explain, while you answer me, explain how to try and attempt to strengthen the Kurdish film industry. What's your opinion?
One thing it is, we or those who have a power, have money, still they don't understand that movie making is a money. By the way, it's not only we Kurds, we are ready to give our blood, to die for Kurdistan, and we are dying for Kurdistan. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are dying every day, in the history of Kurdistan for the freedom of Kurdistan. But if you come to them and say, hey, give me a little money to make a movie, maybe we will save thousands of souls. They will say, oh, we have no money. We don't give you any money. And this is the problem. We don't believe that a movie can change the world.
You say that cinema and filmmaking hasn't been a major part of our culture yet.
No, of course.
Many people don't see them important.
Exactly.
And don't count them as important.
So
you say that working in culture will affect the development of Kurdish film industry.
One thing it is to build a country, to have a freedom. It's not only to change the name of the streets. You have to change the mind of people. You have to change the education of these people. It's not enough for us in every village to have 6 mosques, I told, and I was in Duhok Film Festival some years ago, and I said, please, if you build a mosque in a village, build a small cultural center and with a cinema behind it or near to it, that these young people have where to go at Friday or at, not only to go there. I mean, I am not against any religions. Everybody can use his religion how he likes and how he loves. That's fine.
But you want to create more cinemas in the country. You build more cinema. Yeah.
Exactly. And this we can, you can change the world. You can change our world. I mean, our world, we can change it through the cinema, through the culture, through the education, but unfortunately, until now, I see that nobody is caring. Nobody is caring.
God willing, in future, maybe we will try our best to create more cinema.
I hope, and what you are doing in these festivals, this is a first step to make something solid, to build something solid, to say, hey, people, come and see this movie. I know in many festivals they are free. People can free,
yes, we
go to see the movie.
The culture of watching films, going to cinema, watching films. Yeah.
And I'm coming again to the other kind of, we leave, we have to leave, we have to pay. When I leave and I'm making movie, I have to pay. Really, I brought actors from Brazil until United States, Germany. They came, hundreds of people came to work with us. These people have to pay, to be paid. It's not a shame if you say, I have no money for them, or I have to have money. It's not shame, And one thing it is, for example, I am working now with my last movie, or 3 movies. Last 3 movie was made with Arte channel. It's a French-German channel. They give me money to make a movie. There is no single Kurdish TV channel which they say, okay, let's give this person money to make a movie. We have our name and we will show the movie later on our TV. No way. They are doing everything. They are buying a stupid series from Turkey, a stupid, really Arabic, you know. They are showing it all the time. They are destroying the education of these young people with Turkish series, which are against Kurdish people, buying them, showing them in their TVs. But if you say, why you don't buy a Kurdish film from a Kurdish filmmaker to show it in your TV? No, we don't have money and blah, blah, and yeah, nobody care about Kurdish people.
Don't you think this platform, this free platform that, how to say, show the classic Kurdish films for audience for free is a step to tell people come and watch a Kurdish cinema rather than spending all the time and money on other countries' cinema or drama, and we have to give time and effort to the Kurdish cinema too. Don't you think this platform is a great step?
Of course, you are right. We're trying. Even we say, you know, take it free, because if you see on internet now, they are selling DVDs of the Beekeeper until now. Everywhere they are selling, in Germany or here on all the world. You can buy a DVD from the Beekeeper, you know. And we show the movie free for Kurdish audiences or for people. Say, just come and show it. Just look it, you know, please. And we will give you money. We will buy you a sandwich. We will give you kebab if you come to the movie. Come, we will give you kebab too. But this is, I think it's a problem. I think we have to build this culture of the cinema to accept the cinema as a part of our life. It's not only it's a film for somebody is making. No, for all of us is making, for all of us. And that's, once I was earlier tell you, we were in Duhok. I was with two ladies. They were working with me for the movie. We were making casting in Kurdistan. And a taxi driver, a young person, maybe 23, 24 years old, we sat in the car. I'm just telling you this example to know how the people are thinking. You know, he asked us, are you from some NGO organizations? We said, no. What we are doing here, we said, we are going to make a movie. And in this day, he said, Wallah, it's something very shame. I said, why? Yeah, because this movie are very bad. It's something bad, you know. And to change this thought, he didn't say, you are filmmaker. Wow, bravo. And you are film, for example. No, he said, it's bad. It's shame. Directly, a young person, 23 or 24 year old. I said, wow, where we are living. There's no difference between us and, sorry, I don't want to compare some countries or some people together, but we are living in 21st century, and somebody is telling you, a shame to you that you are making movie. A young person.
Sure he mistakenly, how to say, confused between your work, your artistic work, and how to say some simple or work of other non-professional persons. I'm sure he confused it between these.
Yeah. And this is our duty to submit this nice thought about the cinema, about the film to these people. If he show the movies in the Kurdish TV and not the stupid Turkish series, you know, he will say, wow, the Kurdish movies are our ambassadors in the world. They're bringing our issue in the world, you know. But we help them, because we help them. We show stupidities, and people say, okay, everything is the same. Yeah. And
I think I hope that this step of the Global Kurdish Film Festival for establishing a platform, a free platform, bringing in the classic Kurdish for free for people would be a great step to say that we are united.
Yes.
We are attempting to creating a motivation about the Kurdish cinema, inviting our people from diaspora, from inside the Kurdistan, to watch this amazing Kurdish films. And I want you to say the the next project. I know your project Neighbors has been shooted, and I think it's released it. Oh, great. I want you to say something about this project. I think I found it really interesting watching one of your interviews in Arabic about this film.
The Neighbors is my last movie, which I wrote a script, I think 25 or more, 25 years ago. It's
wow.
Many things about myself. It's about our Kurdish people in Rojava of Kurdistan, in the west side of Kurdistan, of course, in the between this divided Kurdistan in Turkey and in Syria, because my mother my mother coming from Kurdistan, Turkey, my father from Syrian Kurdistan, and this border, having the border was not only in our country, inside my family was, because I was meeting my uncles on the border, and we were kissing on each other through the barbed wires. You know, we had 15 minutes to meet on each other every year once. And it's not only the story about the border, it's about being a Kurdish person, being a Kurdish child in a country ruled by a dictator like Assad and the fascistic party, Ba'ath party, which was destroying the existence of Kurdish people. They were hitting small children, hitting us if we were speaking Kurdish, like everywhere in these countries, which until now in Turkey the same. They kill somebody if he listens to the music in the street of Ankara or something like this, you know, it's happening. And we are talking about this 50 years of the dictatorship of Ba'ath regime, what he did to the people, that the people are today how they say,
suffering.
They are so brutal sometimes that they are killing one each other in this brutal way. And this is from the education from Ba'ath party in Iraq and Syria. If the neighbor is just cutting the head of his neighbor, it's a brutal, you know, it's
a brutal culture.
This is from the education. I say all the time, all of us, all colored people, all white, black, yellow, green, I don't know, we are coming to this world, we are somehow pink, and we need a milk. The first thing is to have a drop of milk in our mouth, you know, and then somebody starting building us.
Yeah.
You know? And if somebody built us on the how they say, unrespect to the other, unrespect to the culture of other people, to the religion of other people, to the sexual and cultural and social issue of other people, unrespect, then we have such a people like in Syria today or in Iraq today, where they are killing women, where they're raping, where they're killing children, and we are doing these stupidities in this world. And I am talking about this 50 years.
Your film is educational somehow, right?
Yeah, I am talking
educational.
Yeah, I am talking about we had in Syria, for example, 70,000 Jewish people, Syrian Jewish people. They were Syrian like everybody else, you know. And Syria, by the way, it's not only Syria, Arab Syria. It's a Kurdish Syria, it's the Armenian Syria, Assyrian Syria, it's a Druzi Syria. It's all these people who live together somehow. It's their Syria. Syria, it's not only Assad's Syria, Surya al-Assad. This is only his dream that is Syria al-Assad. And how they destroyed this country, how they killed a culture of Jewish people in Syria, for example, that there is no single Jewish Syrian person in Syria today. Everybody went away. And of course, the movie is very, again, I come back, it's very humanistic. It's a very, it's very, 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 how do you say, respectfully made. I didn't want to play a role of a judgment there, or a judge, you know, to be there to say you are a guilty, kill you, and you are free, you go out. It's not my job as a filmmaker. I show the reality, I show the movie, and I believe even in Arabic countries, they will love the movie so much, like Kurdish people too, because we are just showing them as a human being.
Yeah.
Even this teacher who is coming from Damascus, and he's believing in Ba'ath, that Ba'ath will create the paradise on the earth. You know, he's coming to this village and hitting Kurdish people, Kurdish children when they are speaking Kurdish. We show him as a human being, first of all, not as a monster, because he's, by the way, he's a victim too.
Yeah.
You know, and to be a victim of an ideology, for example, this is very important to show in the movie. And I believe in this movie, I hope now that we will get rid of Corona or COVID-19, and we are starting with the movie now. We send it to some festivals, and we hope that we start the film in the movies. By the way, the film is going to be shown, I think, in, I don't say it. This will be secret.
Okay, let's be a surprise. I wish.
And I hope we will bring this movie to many people in this world, to show this tragedy how it is, because we are talking about the manipulation of the education of the people. You know, how you can make a human being to the monster, and this is yeah.
I wish all the best for your film, and here we are at the end of our Q&A session. I want to thank you very much for being here, for giving your time to us, and I wish all the audience best time watching all the Kurdish films. Thank you very much. I hope to see you all in a safe and, how to say, personally meet all of you after the pandemic. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you very much. And I'm really happy to show my movie here, and I will be happy to show my movie in all these Kurdish film festival, and to meet Kurdish people and to meet these audiences and talk to them about our issue, because we are making the movie really not to put them somewhere there, but we make the movie to show it and to discuss with people. And this is the best way how to get together. Exactly.
Thank you very much. That's right. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.